So, Mole, can you tell us a story of how Red shit himself?
Why are we doing this now?
Of course I can. This is my favourite story. Well, which time, actually?
Well,
Was that many?
I was right, really?
Right, that's it. Get the fuck out of here!
I was thinking, like, the socks are on the railing.
Socks on the
sort of thing.
wire.
Yeah,
Socks
that's
on
it,
the
yeah.
wire.
Fuck's sake.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
So, do you actually want to go through it?
Oh, yeah. Well, we are live right
Live
now.
motherfuckers.
We are
So,
live in 5.
How long are we together at this point, hun? This was what were we?
I reckon it was 6 months in.
6 months, maybe 8 months.
So this is probably, we're going back like 6 years. We were in our very early 20s, if not in our
honeymoon
20s.
stage, isn't it?
Definitely.
Supposedly. So we were driving.
Honeymoon. Yo, I don't know what
we
the
never
fucking
had
honeymoon
that.
looked like.
We never had that. It was straight away shitting with the door open.
Don't hate the player, baby. Hate the game.
Hate the game.
Hear me now.
So we were driving. Well, you were driving to the gorge because you were lads.
In which vehicle?
Weren't you? In the P38 Holland and Holland.
Got a H&H, yo.
Whoa, we're repping out here.
Yeah, it's not my favourite car.
A V8 petrol, yo.
So we were driving to the gorge, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I was sitting in the passenger seat. I was like, oh shit, I actually should have gone for a wee before I came. And you were like, oh well, you need to learn to be better prepared when you're going out. There's no toilets here. So
Do you want me to tell you
fault.
what my exact words were?
Yes.
You said, oh, I really need a wee. I said, well, I tell you what, Dal, you're fucking shit out of luck. I said, because there's no fucking public toilets down the bottom of the gorge that are going to be open at this time of night. So you're going to need to fucking hold it. You should have gone at fucking home.
Which I said, I did say I can hold it. Like, I'm not desperate. It was just the start of needing a slight wee. And then, it must have been like 30 seconds later, you were like, oh shit. I thought you'd hit something or I don't know what you were doing. And I was like, oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong? We've hit something. And you were like, I've just shit myself. I was like, are you joking? At this point,
was so many other ways that I could have played that off. I could have said, I don't feel well, or I've had a real bit of pain in my leg.
Or even the cunt's got a flat tire, man.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
oh, fuck me.
I just got to go out and check.
Oh, fuck me, the temperature gauge hit the red. I need to stop.
I thought it was something like that because the car was always breaking down. It was always overheating. It was a nightmare. But no, you had shit yourself. And we had your mate following us behind. So you like swerved off the road into like this driveway.
Who was following you?
It was
Oh, you can't drop names.
No, I...
All right, yeah, all right. Well, we'll have to clear this with him afterwards, but as long as he's happy to have his name in this.
Well, he didn't shit himself.
No, I know. Well, whatever. Carry on.
Well,
carry on.
One of your friends was following us, and you were like, "You've got to get rid of them." So we'd pulled into Strow, and you were like, "You've got to get rid of him. Get rid of him. I can't. Like, he's got to go. He's followed us in. Get rid of him." So I was
I've done a poo. Please get rid of
like
him.
you
Done a
were
big
super
shit.
panicky,
Hey,
and I
big
was
smash.
thinking, like, I didn't know this person. I was like, I'm not going to get out and just say you've
Red
got to
just
go.
taking
Red
a
just
shit.
shit himself in his car. So I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. Well, no, got out of the car, so opened the door, went to get out of the car, fucking fell through a cattle grid, so it was up to my knee. And the considerate boyfriend that you just turned to me. You were like, what the fuck are you doing? Get rid of him. I was like, I'm fucking stuck in a cattle grid.
What are you doing? Get your ass out of here. Move, woman.
Honestly, so it was proper right up to my knee because I've only got little legs, so it went straight through. So I finally pulled my leg out, ran over to your friend, whatever his name is. Yeah. Told him, made up a lie that you had to go home. There was something back at home that you had to go and deal with. I can't even remember the lie. I think that was probably the extent of the lie. And then I came back to you in front of the car with your headlights shining on you. You were bent, or like you were in the squat position, wiping your anus.
Talk dirty to me.
Wiping your anus with your socks. And I was like, all right, okay, this is where we're at now. So once you'd finished wiping yourself up, cleaned yourself up, you just
Must
lobbed
be love,
your socks
love,
into what you
love.
thought was a hedge. I was like,
Just
okay,
send
I'm very against littering, but at this stage, all cares were out the window. Like I couldn't, like they were going in the hedge. That was fine. So then we got back in the car and you were like, I can't sit here on the leather with my Pooey bum.
My bare ass cheeks.
It was limited edition leather, and I didn't want to shit it up with my.
You didn't
Pooey
want it
anus.
ingrained in, did you? You
Limited
didn't want to
edition
ingrain
leather
that
mind.
poo. So, luckily for you, I had a pair of my leggings in the back of the car, so you used that as a nice little poo cover. So you just sat on that.
Fucking poo cover, mine.
Yeah. So you sat on that. As we start reversing out, obviously, you know, the headlights are pretty, on Range Rovers, they're quite wide. They light up a lot of the surrounding area. So as you pull back, I look, and this poor this farmer's going to find this as well. So as you start reversing, I just see your beautiful Pooey socks, like perfectly hung on this wire, and they were like next to each other, like you'd hung them out to dry. I just thought, I'm not dealing with this. This is someone else. I'm so sorry. If this person ever listens, I really am sorry, but I had to deal with him.
Pooey socks.
So I lost a pair of leggings. You found some Pooey socks.
And then
Then we drove home, and you were fully ashamed. And like, he was very solemn,
I don't know
okay?
shit.
So he was really solemn. He was really like, you know, 6 months in. This is a lot for.
That's some serious shit.
This is
to take in
it
6
is.
months in, mine.
I'm a queen, and then I thought like he was really quiet, and I was like, oh god, he must be quite embarrassed. And I was
No,
thinking
he's
like,
just-
and I was like, I'm not going to tell anyone. Like,
Gone down ships.
I was like, I'm not going to tell anyone. Turns out I tell everyone. This is like my icebreaker story. But I told him, I'm not going to tell anyone. We can keep this between us. And he just turns to me and goes, I've lost my fucking millions everywhere. Because he was eating a tube of millions. And when he shit himself, he lobbed these millions like through the car.
yeet.
I'm not even joking, they were everywhere. You sold that car with millions still in like crevices.
That poor bloke.
I'd lost some.
You
so-
got some
so when I-
Pooey millions up in this bitch.
when I shit myself, I'd sort of shocked myself, as it were, and I'd thrown my hands up and and as I've thrown it, they'd all gone everywhere. Not only had they gone down the heater vents, they'd also gone down.
So did you have like the genuine like 1 foot tube?
No,
of
it was just
millions?
like a
No.
little hand tube,
Those
like
little
the little
plastic
the old-
ones
the old
that you just
fucking-
sort of pour.
the old 50 grammer.
Oh,
And
oh
it,
they go everywhere.
They
it
were
had
gone.
It had gone between the instrument binnacle and there's an
No.
instrument binnacle trim. So it had gone between the binnacle and the trim and shot straight down the back of the fucking steering column. So
Yeah.
for the rest of the time I owned that car, every time I turned right or left, I heard like a.
But yeah, they were like skittering about. It's a good job the guy that bought it didn't actually take it for a test drive.
And what you said to me, you said every time you tell this story, it was my millions.
Literally. You were so heartbroken about these millions. I did
hadn't
feel
had them
for
since
you.
it was like secondary school, and I was like,
You were very excited when
I've
you
got
bought them
millions,
earlier.
yay!
Oh dang.
My
Them bubblegum
millions!
You just shit
Yeah.
yourself.
I was just saying, because we were only 6 months in, and when we first started sort of like speaking or like courting,
Oh, cool.
I know,
Oh,
I
do
know.
behave.
yes, there were obviously like a few other girls that were interested in you.
Trying to tap up Big Reggie.
Yeah, I had to fight a few off. And I was
up
just
Big Reggie.
like, how would these girls have coped in this situation? Shout out to my honeys, but
What's up? What's up, mate?
what's up, cuties?
Y'all
You
know
could have
who
had
you
all
are,
this.
baby.
But yeah, so finally we get back home, and this is when we lived in your dad's, well, above your dad's garage in a flat that was converted, so it was very small. But where we parked, it was in front of the garages, and there were all these security lights. He's obviously still, he's dressed from waist upwards, waist down,
Looking fine.
looking fine. So he's got his cute legs on show, little tush.
Lord.
So he's got his shoes on as well. He put them back on, but no socks. And then as he gets out, he has to run in front of the garages and round the side door, obviously to get in. And as he runs,
I can
it's
picture
like
it now.
as he runs, it's like each security light just flashes on in turn, just like lighting him up.
What's my news?
Yeah, I feel for your dad if he saw that, if he looked out at that moment, because he knows when people are out
Yeah,
there.
fuck me, the security lights are on.
Yeah,
All you see is like, you remember on
these skinny naked legs.
Austin Powers when Dr. Evil and Mini-Me do like their prison escaping. I can't remember which one it is, but it's like choo, choo, choo,
Yeah.
like that, and you just see them running through like that, and all you saw was like me, done, 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 with a shitty ass and a really nice check shirt on.
Yeah.
Just nothing from the waist down apart from trainers and just a shitty ass.
Yeah.
And just a really smart check shirt with my hair all done like choo, choo, choo.
So then you were like, can you go and turn the shower on for me, please? So put the shower on, you get in. And obviously, Marlon, did you go to our flat when we were at the at home?
Yeah, came to a flat.
Yeah, so like
Fair few times.
in our bedroom where the head of our bed
Is right
it
next
was
to your shower.
right next to the shower. So be a perv. And and he was in the
my
shower and I
name.
hadn't really taken notice of him. And I was like, he's been in there a while. I was only sat on the bed. So I just looked to the right and he was just standing there with the shower on his back, his head hung, and him holding his ass cheeks apart just to wash away all the shame and poo.
Oh, the shame.
There was a lot of shame. He was in there for half an hour.
That's a lot of shame.
And that is one of the poo stories.
No, don't say that.
Look, it's just one of the poo stories.